Photoshop cities in your backdrops. Keep thinking that you fly, nigga. I'll take your flight down, making sure they'll never find a black box. Who gon' check? 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 You are tuned in to the Who Gon' Check Me podcast. Please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell so every time we drop, you get notified. You feel me? I am your host, Telly Testarossa, a.k.a. Javon, a.k.a. Telly Belafonte, a.k.a. Telling the Truth. And this is my co-host.
Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
Oh, I forgot. Y'all can't hear that. This is Miss Jackson, if you nasty, a.k.a. who's been thotting since 2013. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She's been thotting since... And we got our guest today, Brieezy, a.k.a. Beezy, a.k.a. Snow Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how we do it. So, play up high over there. What's been going on with you? What's been going on in your life over there, player? You feel me?
Man, it's hard being a single parent. I met her, I have that 2-year-old over there, that crazy little 2-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I love her to death.
Y'all hear her in the background?
Yeah. Mommy. She's all about grandma, though. She loves my mom. She's my mom's best friend, so.
Yeah.
When grandma's not around, or when mom's not around, grandma's everything to her. She always asks about grandma all the time. I'm like, ugh. I get all jealous and stuff. I'm like, but you're my daughter.
So okay. So
yeah.
as a single parent,
Yeah.
how does that work for you?
It's very overwhelming. It's very overwhelming because, for the longest time, like, I put up with her dad's crap for the longest time, and I finally had to break through and just walk away because I got tired of it, I'm a recovering addict and I'm trying to stay clean, and then he's always, like, triggering me, and I know that, like, he's, like, a big trigger to my sobriety every time, and I still keep going back because I'm codependent. Yeah. I need to be loved, and, when I got that beautiful blessing right in front of me, it's a work in progress. I mean, I'm working on it, I'm learning each day, like, what I need to do differently, especially being a recovering addict, because any little thing could, like, tip me off,
Yeah.
And, but, it's also, like, working my steps, working the program and really doing what I need to do to, maintain that sobriety and maintain that strength. And I think what's been difficult for me is, like, giving things up to God and letting God take the wheel on things.
Yeah. So did he get you addicted or?
Nah, I met him after I started.
Oh, after you started.
Yeah,
okay.
after. Yeah. He didn't like the fact that I was using and stuff like that in the beginning, and we had a big age difference, but like.
How old was he?
He was 45 and I'm 28, so yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey. Shit.
He had me fooled. He didn't look that. He looks very young.
Okay.
He looked a lot younger, so he's very immature, so I guess played out.
But you know what's crazy about that? Even the older motherfuckers ain't shit. It don't even matter. Yeah, it don't even matter the age at all. They not even shit. It's like it's if you think of if you really put it in perspective. Let's put it in perspective. You would expect, like me. I used to deal with toxic people kind of like on purpose. I kind of knew they was toxic. So I knew what to expect if something go wrong, or if they try to act the ass or whatever the situation is. I knew what to expect. It's just what it was. I knew what to expect. But when you get good people, or some people you think is cool, people who think you got your back, think you fuck with you, turn on you, that's when you just give up all hope. That's what I said, dating in 2022.
It's a lost cause.
It's a lost cause. So it's like people cannot be honest no more.
Right.
People do not. It's the smallest. I mean, literally, the smallest things you will lie about. Like, if you don't want to deal with nobody, just say it.
Yeah.
I learned a lot growing up because I used to be a habitual liar. Like, I used to lie about stuff that I didn't really even need to lie about.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, I know. Me too.
But when I met her dad, he taught me the importance of honesty, you know, and I really lacked that a lot. I just don't feel like I was really taught that in a way to where I got grasp of what that means, you know? And a little slow. A little slow on certain things. I guess it's the blondness, I don't know. But, you know, now that I'm a mom, I try my hardest to give her and show her things that I wish I was taught. You know? Yeah. And, you know, like, that also ties in with, like, healing from generational trauma, like, all that stuff, too, is, like, understanding. I saw this thing on, my friend posted this on Facebook the other day, and he said, signs of your healing, you know? Yeah. And, like, you know, understanding, you know, your family dynamic and all that stuff, and understand that, you know, you can't hold on to the past. And I think that's what was hard for me being with her dad, is because he grew up in a family where that's all he knew, you know? Okay. But at the same time, you know, he comes from a very codependent, dysfunctional, chaotic home. And, like, I get the brunt end of all, oh my God, like, really? Like, I'm a very nice person. You have to really push me to a level for me to come out all psycho and crazy, you know? Because I think as a codependent, also being codependent, I'm a very big people pleaser, and I want people to like me and accept me and all that stuff. And so I'll go to any lengths, just like how I would go to any lengths to get my drugs. I go to any lengths to get, you know, people to like me, you know? And, like, I've been through this situation recently, like, I got a really stressed out situation yesterday because I was at the Alameda County Fair. With my sponsor. Yeah. Okay. I was with my sponsor yesterday, and my baby's dad, he got locked up. So he's always in and out of jail. So that's why I had to, like, take full custody of my daughter. Okay. Huh?
He black?
No, he's half
I know that's
Native American, Italian, and Irish, I guess. I don't know. So he's a mutt.
God damn.
Yeah, he's black.
A white mutt.
I'm just playing. Yeah. I'm just fucking around. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just a little jokey, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
So he ended up going to jail, and one of his friends, who happens to be another female, like, honestly, when I first started dating him, I didn't trip off of the opposite sex unless you gave me a reason.
Yeah.
But being with him, he really taught me how to be insecure. But no, I learned from it. Now I think now that I'm a mom, I see now, like, because I have that little girl staring at me. I'm her role model. Yeah. I have to be that example to her. I'm both mom and dad. You know? Yeah. And I don't hate on her dad half the time because I know addiction is considered a mental disease, you know?
Yes, it is.
And, you know, it's hard to overcome a lot of, you know, stuff that we struggle with as addicts, you know? Like, I fight demons every day that, you know, like, sometimes they get the best of me, you know? Yeah. And I just got to pick myself back up and keep moving forward. You know, that's part of recovery, is when every time we fall, we pick ourselves back up 10 times harder.
Oh, my God. Tell me about it. I mean, it's but it all takes discipline, patience, and communication. So did you guys break up because you wanted to break up with him, or because it seemed like the way you're talking about him seemed like he was somewhat of a positive.
I'm not trying to say he's all at fault, because I'm just as I'm very toxic, actually. I'm gonna admit it, you know, and that's something that I'm working on. You know, that's something that, you know, because I broke up with him and I walked away from him because we have, like, you know, we go at it with each other. We both box it out and stuff like that. It's not just him, it's me too, you know. And I personally say, if a woman is hitting a man, like, he, you know, you got to, especially in certain environments, it doesn't make it okay, but if you're really charging at a man like that, you got to, you know.
Hey, first woman to admit that.
Yeah.
Woman to admit that.
I admit that, you know, like, because I'm just as violent, maybe worse.
Maybe worse.
Worse, you know. He just gets the front end of it because he's the man.
Because he's the man.
That's the reality, you know?
That's reality of it.
But I'm not going to make excuses for his behavior. Like, the past time he went to jail, like, his mom called me up and started blaming me for him going to jail. And I was like, and I couldn't take it, you know, as an addict. I can't take a lot of, I'm already dealing with how to heal from trauma. Like, don't put that on me. Don't blame me for the positions your son puts himself in. Because I have to do what I can to protect my kid.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the one thing that, like, I feel like that bothers me because my mom never enabled me. So I have the hardest time understanding that, you know, like how a parent could enable their child the way she does with him, you know?
Gotcha.
And but I also have to learn that I have to put myself in people's shoes sometimes. But do I make an excuse about it? No. I just learn from it or just choose to stick around or walk away, you know?
Walk away.
And how did he take it when you told him you didn't want to be with him anymore?
He didn't take it very well. But he didn't, like, hit me or anything like that. But it was, like, we didn't get into a fight. It was just, like, or a physical altercation. It was, like, more, like, I had to go. I'm like, bye.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't do this anymore. I love you. You know, just when is it going to take for you to, you know, want that willingness? And I can't. As a codependent, as codependents, we like to sit here and fix people and change them. Yeah. But we can't. And that was really hard for me to grasp that concept because he was somebody I cared about.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was just a lot of... I feel like I learned a lot. Through the good and the bad, I was taught a lot. You know? I know not to, like, go and talk about your business to everybody because not everybody's batting for your team, you know? Yeah. And... I mean, I think age is but a number sometimes, you know? Like, it depends on the person. I clicked with his personality, you know, because we shared a lot of, like, similar traumas we went through as kids, you know? So, like, that was something that I clicked with him on and, like, you know, but it was been about him for the almost, like, past 7 years, and my daughter's been 2, you know? And learning how to have that balance and understand that, you know, no man is worth more than that kid right there, especially with all the stuff that we've been going through with CPS and, you know, I almost lost her. I finally got my case closed this past, I think, not last week, but the week before, you know.
Okay, that's good.
So I finally got it closed after, like, 2 years. And they've been in my life since the day she was born, so it's been...
a battle.
Yeah, it is. But I get it. It's for the welfare of the child. Like, at first, I wasn't understanding, like, a lot of the repercussions of my actions when it comes to, like, my addiction and stuff, especially with my daughter around. But I had postpartum depression very bad. And then on top of being an addict, it's, like, it's 10 times worse, you know? And then, like, my baby's dad and my parents don't get along for obvious reasons, you know? Like... And I understand now that I'm a mom, I understand, but, you know, like, I just know that Eliana moving forward, if she's going to make her own choices, as long as she's not putting herself in harm's way, like, you know. But, I mean, I'm Daredevil. I like to play with fire a lot of the time, I do.
Tasmanian, huh?
I mean, most people, I ain't going to say most women, most people do.
My mom calls me a free spirit. That's what she calls me.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I got to mention they usually say, like, okay, take Kanye for instance, right? Kanye West. They say he's crazy, but is he really crazy? Is he the normal one? You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you have a free spirit, to me, that means you just don't give a fuck. Like me, I don't give a fuck. It's like since I don't give a fuck, I have more peace.
Yeah, I need to be on that level because I let things affect me way too much, and people who don't mean like anything to me, and like, why am I worried about what they think of me? Yeah. Like, I don't deal with them. It's not of importance. But I think what it is like when I think it's because I'm tired of people going and causing problems in my life. You know. Yeah. And you know, I get constant, like, I'm always at fight with his mom and his sister because they don't like me and vice versa. You know, their feelings are valid. I'm not going to make them like me. I'm not going to make them, you know, I can't do that. Yeah. You know, if they don't like me, so be it. I really, honestly, no love lost because at the same time, I knew a lot of it was they were being fake. Yeah. You know, and it wasn't genuine, you know, like. Yeah. They don't like me because they think it's my fault that he goes to jail all the time, which, you know, I don't know. Like, I remember when I went to jail for hitting him because I was really loaded and my dumb ass likes to throw my ass under the bus with the cops. And I told the cops that I hit him. I was so stupid. I was really high and stupid.
You told the cops you hit him?
Yeah. And it's funny because he was standing, I was like all going on nuts in the backseat of the car loaded.
What?
And
it's not funny. It's not funny.
No, it is actually pretty. I can laugh at it because, like, I know I'm not that person anymore, you know, like, and it's funny because I'm going off crazy and all this stuff, and all I can hear is my baby daddy like, "You're believing her? She's like high as fuck in the back seat right now. Like,
Yeah.
she's 5150, bro. Like, why are you taking what she says to heart?" Like, he was hella advocating for me though. I gotta give it to him. Like, when it came down to it, like when I got, he never like pressed charges against me and stuff like that. So, you know, he's not about that, and I was very grateful. But still, it's like, I don't want to keep living that life. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to show my daughter that that's okay to have in a relationship. You know, and I'm trying to grasp that concept now before
she gets older.
Yeah.
That's whew. You've been through a lot between. When the last time I saw you, you was what? 19, 20?
19, 20. I'm 28 now. Yeah,
Okay.
almost 10 years.
So when did you meet him?
When I was 20. Yeah. Right.
And
Shortly after the last time I saw you. Yeah.
So you just had a thing for young women. So now, did you deal with him as being that age? Even though Paul was there, was you still looking for that father figure type situation going on?
Yeah, kind of.
'Cause
I got daddy issues. You can say it. Okay. I got
Yeah,
daddy
I'm-
issues.
I'm- yeah,
I don't.
I love you, Paul. I'm just saying.
I don't. And that's the thing is like, I'm not ashamed of what happened to me in the past or what, because it's not. It helped me grow in life. Like, that's what I try to tell people, and that's what I'm trying to remind myself, is that you can't sit here and dwell upon the negative stuff that's happened in the past, because you can't change it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can do to change any of that, you know? And all you can do is just be present and try to work on one day at a time. Yeah. And that's what I do, is I work on one day at a time. I just, like, honestly, I've been through a lot in my life, but I always come out on top every time. And I have to for that little girl, you know? Like, you know, this whole thing, you know, I lost my grandfather. My dad's dad, he died in 2010. And that's kind of like when shit went downhill for me, you know? Because he was the only person besides my Nana that was, like, you know, my protector, you know, like he stuck up for me, like I can do no wrong in his eyes, you know. And I think that kind of triggered me into depression and addiction. I think that did play a big part in triggering me down that path, because I found something to help numb that pain. But you know, and my mom's mom, just, I don't know if she told you, but she passed away on the day after Easter this year. So
sorry to hear that.
We just
my
Nana, and
oh man.
But I'll tell you this right now, like, what I've learned through coping with grief is that I have to learn to take myself outside of myself and understand that they're not in pain anymore. Like my Nana, who, if you would have saw her right before she died, I am just very grateful. I'm grateful that she doesn't have to feel that pain anymore. Because honestly, now that I'm a mom, and all the issues that I deal with, I'm like, I never want my daughter to ever feel like this. Like, we lived in a fucked up world, you know, like with the shootings at schools. That makes me scared as a mom to send my kid to school, you know. It's like, you know, and like the racism and then you know, the prejudice and all this stuff, and then the whole abortion thing, that makes me very mad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That see now that, and there's a dilemma with that. Like, it's not. It don't even think about if the woman gets raped by a father, or you know what I'm saying? Because
like,
you don't.
That song by Tupac, Brenda's Got a Baby. You know, it's like you gotta understand, like, but the thing is, like, look who passed the bill. The majority of them were men who passed the bill. So they don't understand what it's like to be a woman, or, you know, it's funny how a man can call the shots on what a woman can do with her body. No offense, Telly, no offense, but, you know, I'm just trying to be real. I'm trying to be real, you know, like, I mean, I've had some things happen to me too. Luckily, I never had that type of situation happen where I had to have it happen, but still, it's like, I can only imagine, you know, and for a man to sit there and make that, like, choice for us, you know. And a lot of the time, like, some women, I saw something on TikTok the other day about this girl where she has to have a birth control because she has clots and she can't have kids.
I seen that. I seen that because she was crying.
Yeah.
I seen that.
And
I
it
seen
made
that.
me infuriated too. It's
No,
like
she have to have it.
She had to have it.
She has to have it, but like she wanted to get the implant, like to remove it and put it back in, right?
Yeah.
But they said they no longer do that anymore.
Oh.
But
So you want us to, like, some people can't take the pill. You know, we don't want
That's
the
true.
world overpopulating right now. I'm like, man, the newer generation, oh my God.
Now, let's go back to when it was volunteer for you to do it.
Uh-oh, here you go.
Okay. Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Let's go back to when it was volunteered to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it fair? Now, as a woman, now, okay, say if you get pregnant, right? You don't want the baby. Is that fair to the guy? Just because you don't want it after, after 9 months. But if he don't want it and you do, he wrong. He got to pay for it. But you know what I'm saying? But if you don't want it, you would just rather go get an abortion instead of just having it
Yeah.
and see if he want it. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It is a complicated situation too, and and I agree with you, and I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, it is complicated, There's different circumstances of why it, it's different for every case. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like this country is getting more and more, like...
It's getting worse and worse.
Too sensitive, man. Like, sensitive Sally's over here. Like, everybody, like, you say one, like,
Sensitive
little thing
Sally.
and somebody's offended. Like, I'm sorry. I was only joking, Like,
But
I understand certain times because of the, certain things, but, it's just bad how the world is, Like,
yeah. But my mentality is, who gonna check him?
Yeah.
I don't give about no. Like I said, the day I give a. No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. I'm only hurt by people that I'm loyal to.
Mm-hmm.
Whether if it's
Yeah.
female friends, male friends, and once I think you good, I'm telling. And this. I'm just keeping it real. I'm more of a good friend to everybody than they are to me, and I'm saying everybody. And hey, they probably on my live. Who gonna check me? I can drive my Addy right now. You come see me about something. Who gonna? You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But I get that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just not in them. And I can deal with that. But when you do something to hurt me, you know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like you won't be able to come back from that. And you know what's weird? I won't even tell you. I won't even tell you you hurt me. I'm just gonna.
You won't ever let them know?
Nope.
Let you know?
Nope. I'm not gonna let them know nothing. I'm not gonna act no different because I'm not gonna change who I am. Because once you do that, I realize that's you.
Yeah.
That I can't. That's the type of person you. That's the type of person you are. And when you do that, that means you've been that type of person all your life. You know what I'm saying? And it boils down to everybody being selfish. People. If it only benefits them, everybody else around me, it just don't even matter.
Yeah.
And that's a trip. I care so much about people, love people, but I don't give a fuck. That's the thing. How can a person don't give a fuck care about people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the people say they give a fuck really don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm not sensitive to nothing. But when you really do something across that line, and you still crossing it, and you smiling in my face like, you know what I'm saying? So that will change. I won't smile in your face. I won't do certain things. I won't call you.
Yeah.
I won't come ask you to do anything. I won't do that. Will change.
Yeah. So you gonna move differently, basically.
I'm gonna move differently. I'm
Yeah.
not. If I interact with you, I'm gonna respect you, and I'm not gonna let you know. I give you the art of war. You know what I'm saying? I give you the art of war, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to be your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just gonna treat you how you treat me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and then everybody plays a victim. and what do they do? And like I said, when you're on social media, you can be any and everybody you fucking want to. Anybody who know me personally know this is how I am. If I'm like this on social media, I'm like this in public. If you see my posts, I don't really post nothing, but you see my stories. I post how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Just how I feel at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And then some people would go on it and they would think to themselves, is this about me?
Yeah.
And so I figure, like, if you think that, then obviously you guilty of something. or it is what it is. I have no fucks. Who gonna check me? I'll drop the ad. You come see me, but I don't care.
We'll drop the Addy right now then.
And nobody trying to see me by nothing.
Yeah.
I got one person
You know what I'm saying?
trying to see.
Well, who trying to see me about? Ain't nobody trying to see me about something. But it's just you have to be like that. When everybody is sensitive, like I said, the day you stop giving a fuck, the more peace you have.
Mm.
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
I'm trying to, like, you know, it's funny, I was talking to my friend Joseph, like, this guy I was introduced to, like, while my baby's dad was in jail, and at the time, I was like, you know, I was still hooked on to my baby's dad, but I wasn't trying to, like, talk to other dudes, because when I was with my baby's dad, I couldn't talk to another dude without being accused of all this stuff, so...
You said you could?
Couldn't. I always got to be... The accusations is what drove me nuts. It's just like, but you could sit there and do all this, but I can't. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, you're trying to hide something. And then towards the end, I found out that he was unfaithful. And after I had been faithful for 7 years,
Start accusing you.
yeah, I already knew he was guilty of it. And so when he got out of jail, I never told him that I slept with somebody else.
Oh, was y'all still together when you went to jail?
Not really. No.
Oh, not really. Well,
No, I broke up with him before he went to jail, but he's like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, go have fun with your girlfriend. I'm like, because I'm mean. Because
Yeah.
I'm hurt. When I'm hurt, I'm mean.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta work on it. It's a work in progress. But, you know, like, I got tired of, you know, just tired of being treated like crap and him putting other females before me, you know, even me after having his kid, you know. Like, when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't even want to tell him. I didn't, because he ain't there for his other kids, you know, like...
He got other kids?
Yeah, he's got 3 other kids. But I mean, I didn't care, like, I saw him for his heart,
Yeah.
you know, because he was a good person, you know, like, he's just been through a lot, like we all have, you know,
Yeah.
but it's learning how to overcome those demons, but when you're raised in a family where you can't be talking about stuff, that was the time back then, you know, like, keep your mouth shut, you know, like, don't, you know, like, and I get that, you know, but I'm not going to let that affect me, you know?
Yeah.
You're not going to call me when your son goes to jail and blame me. I'm not going to be dealing with that. I mean, I got enough on my plate already, you know? Like, I'm having to worry about her and how I'm going to get by with her, you know? Like, every day I have to wonder, like, what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I've had a lot of bad shit happen to me, especially that kid has been drugged through the mud and everything, and it's just, like, I feel bad, you know? You know, I feel bad for the things that I had put my daughter through.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to give her what I didn't have, you know? But then I realized it's like, well, what I didn't have, it probably not best for her either. You know, like, I have to look at it from the positive side and not the, you know?
Well, the first step to that recovery is admitting that you're wrong. And I commend you for that. Because now you realize what you need to fix on for yourself. You realize what you need to, because now people got to understand, once you have a child, it's never about you no more.
Yeah.
It's never about you no more. Financially, mentally, emotionally, you have to be the strong one. You have to be because you got to understand, these kids look up to us to protect them. And if we broke down, how do we expect them not to break down when they, you know what I'm saying, when they see that we can't handle it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why it's so important that fathers need to be there. But it's like I don't know. And like me, I got one biological child. I have 3 girls, 2. They ain't even stepkids. Those are my babies. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But one biological child. I don't want no more kids by nobody else. If I'm gonna have a child, it's gonna be by my child's mother, and I don't even like her like that. So, so you know, I ain't having no more kids. We still cool. We still cool. But you know what I'm saying? I can't have different childs. I can't have different personalities. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to worry about, just like the incident with you seen the McDonald's thing? The McDonald's thing when the dude brought his kid.
Oh.
Oh my.
Nah.
There was a guy who brought his child McDonald's.
Yeah.
And not her other kids. And she had like 3 or 4 other kids. So it was a video that went viral, and it was just a big thing.
Didn't she throw the food away?
Yeah, she threw the food away. And it's like, why is you bitter? I mean, why is you upset? I mean, but Then I seen a video with her. Then if what she said is true, then I get it. She's saying that his kid was the last one born. So he was already doing for the other kids. So you see what I'm saying? So me, if that was me, I would get the other kids McDonald's. I would, just because the kids was, you know what I'm saying, that my kid was the last kid and I was already doing for them. Me, that's me personally. But if it was the other way around, no. But it's like I said, it's important for kids to have both of their parents. It's very important because you don't know that one other parent might be mentally unstable. Not talking about you. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I can be. I have my moments. Don't get me wrong. But I think a lot of it too is because when she was first born, he was really trying to get on the right track. But there was a lot of feud between him and my parents, like, you know, and I think that's what kind of caused a lot of, like, you know, the downfalls and trying to live up to expectations, you know, and he just didn't feel like, you know, he's always having to live up to, like, my mom's or, you know, expectation. He didn't live like that. He never was controlled. He felt that my mom was very controlling and, you know, she's my mom. I love her, you know.
Yeah.
She's my mom. I'm not going to admit whether she is or not, but I just, you know, that's my mom. You know, I love her. Yeah. Sometimes she can't help half the stuff that she does, you know. It's about that pattern of what we were taught as children, you know, and learning how to break that cycle. And I'm learning too. It's a work in progress, you know. I got to give it. My mom raised both me and my brother. You know, I can only imagine. I got to give it to the people who have more than one kid. My hat's off to you. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. They say, "Oh, have them close together." You know, so they grow up together. No, I'm gonna wait till she's about like maybe 7 or 8, so she can start helping me. Yeah, because
Now, do you think you're in the right mind at this point to date again?
No.
In 2022?
No, I'm putting myself on a year, like a year contract with myself. You know, because in the rooms they teach us, they really don't want you to get into a relationship until like you have a year. Okay. Because that whole year is crucial for an addict, you know, and codependency takes me out all the time, you know, and I learned that the hard way, you know, and I had to like say, nope, no, I can't, you know, because it's hard because I tried it. I mean, I tried dating somebody or not dating, like messing around with somebody else, and they say, oh yeah, to get over it, dude, you have to get under one. Didn't work. That'd be worse. No offense, but like I just like no offense to the dude. I was just like, but I just personally, because my heart is with her dad, you know. But I think I had to go through all of this situation to understand that, you know, like we can't be together. We're too toxic. Yeah. God, we're too toxic.
See, that's another thing is that a lot of people have these too many books open. Instead of trying to finish one chapter, you know what I'm saying? People want to deal with multiple people. It's like this. If you're going to deal with me, let me know if you're going to deal with other people. Yeah. Honesty is the key. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like just only thing I'm saying is let me know. Don't hide from me. Don't treat me like crap all of a sudden because you got whoever you got. But you don't want to let me know. Yeah. It's because you don't want me to find out. But do you see what I'm saying? Just let me know. This is what you want. This is what I'm saying. People want everything and everybody, but don't want to be upfront with everybody.
You know what I do with like, cause my friend that I try to get over my baby's dad with didn't work. Sorry, but but I was honest with him because I learned from the last relationship because like with her dad. I tried to be something that he wanted me to be. I tried to be everything so he would love me, you know? Tried to be that person because I really liked him and I wanted him to love me. You know, like when I met this other person, like, yeah, I had a little bit of feelings, but then I just knew that I'm too fucked up and I'm too codependent, so I can't even think about that. So, but then I start pushing people away and I start acting stupid and I start acting weird because I don't know how to act right. You know, with the dude, because it's been a while, you know, like I was in a really controlling relationship where I wasn't allowed to talk to other dudes. So me trying to talk to another dude all over again was really, it was weird. It was weird because I was telling him I'm really rusty. He's like, well, just do it. Come on. I was like, well, it's been a while since I flirted with somebody. Jesus Christ, like slow down.
So, but you also too got to be careful with that. It's like, and that's with men and women. You got to be careful of wearing your emotions or your vulnerability on your sleeve.
Yeah.
Once somebody sees that,
Yeah.
they take advantage of that.
Yeah.
It's like people do not, when they have a good person in their life, a person who don't do anything, you know what I'm saying, do everything in their power to make them happy. Don't go out. Don't be out there flirting with other people.
Women don't chase.
And showing and showing you that they want to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you fuck it up. And the thing about it, you wasn't the one chasing them. They come to you.
I'm the culprit.
No. I'm saying there's people that will come to you.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, tell you, and you could be a person that wasn't looking for nobody. You were just cool. You was cool being alone, this and that, the other. Because this what I have to explain. I'm just saying. Then they come, feed you this, feed you that, and then just don't, like, what the fuck happened? Did you just ghost me or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it leaves the person, whether it was man or woman, like, what? You could have just left me alone.
Yeah, like, what the hell happened?
Like, why? That's why I said people have to understand you can't not. If you want multiple people, just go.
Just be honest. Like that's the thing is I learned how to be upfront. Like with my friend, I was like, I am not like. I think what I have to work on is meaning what I say because I want to mean it sometimes, but sometimes like I have those reservations, because I'm codependent. And I just want somebody to love me, but I have that little girl, so I have to keep reminding myself, like I got that. Don't worry about that. That'll come later on down the road, And it's hard because when you're with somebody for so long, and then you just get stuck. Like it's also a grieving process too. He may be still alive, but you're still grieving the loss of somebody you really cared about, Like, and that's just something that I'm also dealing with. Grief is just I've lost so many people around me, Yeah. And lost my best friend due to a fallout, and then I lost her dad, because he's stuck in his addiction, and then I lost my nana. My nana passed away. My grandpa 10 years ago. So I think losing my nana too has been taking a big toll on me because my relationship with my nana was how close Eliana is to my mom, so, but I think Eliana's a little bit closer to my mom than I was my nana, but like, I lived with my grandparents for about 6 months, and I remember, certain things, like when I was 2, I remember the little red bed I had at my grandpa's house. He always asked me about that story. He's like, you remember your little red bed? So, and when she passed away, it really, like, it took a hold of me, I was a little bit more stronger because I was able to process my, my Grandpa Mason's death a little bit, but it took a while. But I learned from his death on how to, like, be a little bit more stronger in this grieving process, so. But
always remember, too, if you ever get into another situation, we call it situations.
Yeah, situationships.
I'm going to say that because...
Ladies, get toys. I'm telling you, it works wonders.
Trust me, I know.
Sorry, no filter, but I'm just saying.
No, because what happens is people do not know how to communicate. So people don't want to be the bad guy in a situation. So they rather not tell you the truth. They rather just not talk to you or not hit you back or whatever. And they, you know what I'm saying? They rather avoid the situation, which they're not knowing they're making it worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody think the grass is greener on the other side. But people need to understand it's motherfucking turf over there. It's a turf. It ain't no goddamn grass. You know what I'm saying? Then don't get mad. When somebody who really wants to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't, like I said, it goes for both sides. It don't matter how good you look, how much money you got. And nobody want to be kept if they less they want to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep nobody that don't want to be kept. I don't give a fuck how much money you got, how good you look, either way.
Yeah.
But when my grass is brown, you going over there hopping the fence to go on that motherfucking turf, and then I got real grass over here, and my motherfucking ass is going to have somebody going to come over here and help me water that grass, and I'm gonna plant. We gonna plant. Then once you see them nice little roses and them motherfucking vegetable plants and all that shit, my shit get green. Don't crawl your ass back over that fence. Stay over there with that fake shit.
The ability to thrive in the community. Foolery was new to me. Nigga, I'm just doing me. I will never internet beef for opportunity. That's foolery.
Photoshop cities in your backdrops. Keep thinking that you fly, nigga. I'll take you